Yo, what's up guys, Sam here. Welcome back to another video, and today we're checking out some incredible hidden features for the Apple Watch. I learned so much making this video, so I guarantee there's at least one thing that you've never seen before. If you're excited, drop a like down below. It does seriously help me in the channel out. And of course, hit subscribe so you stay up to date on the latest Apple news. All right, let's go ahead and start off with the first one. This video is brought to you by Skillshare. Alright, kicking things off real hot, there's a way to use your Apple Watch as a viewfinder for your iPhone. It's pretty wild, but it's the easiest thing to do. You might have noticed this like camera icon. It's like, oh, that's kind of weird. Like, what does that exactly do? From anywhere in the house, you can tap on it, and even if your phone is asleep, it will turn on the camera app and show you whatever is happening. So, I mean, hypothetically, you could leave this in a different room and then turn on the viewfinder, or you could put your watch on the back of your phone just like this. It's brilliant. I don't know what the marketing people at Apple are up to, but like this should be shown off more because everybody has an iPhone that has an Apple Watch, and this is wildly useful. You know those people in your life that are just never on time? You know, they're always 5 minutes late. They're always an hour behind schedule. In my life, that's me. I really struggle with time management, and while it's something that I'm currently working through, my Apple Watch might be able to help me with that, and it might be able to help you if you struggle with the same thing. Because although the Apple Watch is the most accurate timepiece in the entire world, according to Apple, you can offset the time to sort of trick yourself into thinking it's a different part of the day. Like you could do 5 minutes to offset the time, so it's 5 minutes in the future when you look at your wrist, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Speaking about things being gone, if you do lose your phone a lot and you happen to own an Apple Watch, you can ping your phone basically using Find My iPhone at any time of the day. Obviously, you have to be somewhat near your phone in Bluetooth range for this to work, but you just go to Ping Control Center, you tap on this icon, and it will play this sound, which is of course one of the worst possible sounds because it's so absolutely alarming. But like my mom uses this feature all the time, and like after I showed this to her, I feel like her life was fundamentally improved for the better. So let me know down below in the comments section if this one's gonna help you. One of the things I probably do the most on my phone is screenshot things to send to friends or to have for future reference, and you can actually do the same thing on the watch, but for some reason Apple has it turned off by default, even though it's just as easy to do. So go into settings, turn on this that says enable screenshots, and what you do is press the digital crown and the side button at the exact same time. So you do that, and it goes into your camera roll, just like anything else. And although they're admittedly pretty low resolution and they don't look that great, I mean, it serves the purpose of screenshotting whatever you're looking at. And sometimes you might not want to look at anything, right? Sometimes your watch will be on, and it's like, why are you on, dude? Like, I'm just trying to walk outside. I know I swung my wrist and you detected it, but there's a way to always make your screen go off, or at least dim if you have a watch that has the always on display. You can literally slap your watch. I know that this is weird, but it's actually pretty nice. Like you can shut the screen off, or if someone is calling you and you don't want to talk, I'm not kidding, you can literally just like slap them away. I don't know, I guess this is an intentional feature, but it's one of my favorite things to do, and it's also satisfying. Again, the functionality for this next feature is a little bit different depending on if you have like a Series 4 Apple Watch or one of the newer ones with an always on display, but you can twist the digital crown up to basically peek at the time. You can't scroll backwards to like redim the display, at least not on the always on display models, but you can do that to sort of look at the time without moving your wrist. Like it's just very subtle. It comes up, and then you can see the time. I call it like the peak time feature. Moving on to Siri, I know we probably have some mixed feelings about everybody's favorite smart assistant, but there's a way to use Siri on your watch a bit more effectively. You can actually just raise your watch up to your mouth and start talking, and Siri will be activated automatically. This is actually the most practical way that I found for Siri to pick up and actually do something with what I'm saying. I feel like it's a bit glitchy if you enable Siri any other way, and it's pretty flawless. Like you just raise it up to your mouth. You don't even have to say the trigger phrase, and Apple detects that you're trying to talk to Siri. My favorite part about the Apple Watch though, hands down, is how I've been able to better track my calories burned, my exercise minutes, how much I'm standing. It's incredible. Like the iPhone can track steps and do miles, but the Apple Watch can do workouts. And something that I did not know, guys, I've used the Apple Watch for over 5 years now. Apparently, you can customize your workout metrics to show different things. I was always like, why are they showing me my split? What if I want to see this on the page? You can now rearrange it to be in any order that you choose. So it's just like way better in pretty much every way, just like you whenever you learn something new. That's why I partnered up with Skillshare, who helped make this video possible because Skillshare is an online learning community for creatives where millions come together to take that next step in your journey. Just watching this video, I'm sure you've learned a couple of things. What about that skill that you can't learn from this video? Playing that instrument, starting that new project, upgrading something that you have a passion for. I've learned guitar on Skillshare. This is my favorite class. My boy here guides me along the way. And I mean, I'm starting to shred. I'm not even gonna lie. I am officially starting to shred. But it's not just this. You can learn about anything you desire on Skillshare. With most classes under 60 minutes, they're short lessons. They're gonna fit in any schedule. In fact, for you guys, there's a special offer. The first 1,000 of you can get a free trial for Skillshare today, and it's the new year. There's never been a better time to start learning. With an annual membership under $10 a month, Skillshare is the place to be in 2021. So use my link down below and get started on Skillshare today. Now jumping back over to Control Center here, there's a way to rearrange the way that this looks. So if you want that ping to be right at the top, it might not be there by default, but you can make it so. Just go to Control Center by swiping up, tap on Edit, and then it goes into wiggle mode, and it'll even show you other stuff that you can enable, that you can add, that you might not have in here already. I mean, it literally looks like the iPhone home screen, just a bit more compact, and it's incredibly easy to do. So rearrange them, make them your own. It's great. Now moving on to this next feature, listen, it's not NSFW. It is extremely safe for work here on iUpdate, but I'm just saying, I've seen some people say some things about this feature. So it's called the water eject mode, and it's the weirdest and most niche yet kind of most innovative feature that the Apple Watch has to offer. Obviously, this is water resistant and newer models up to 50 meters, but sometimes water gets stuck inside. So Apple said, what if we vibrated the speaker at super low frequencies to make this water eject from the device? Now, I wasn't able to capture this slow-mo footage on my own. I found this on YouTube, so full credit goes to the video creator. I don't have a 24,000 FPS camera rig here at iUpdate just yet, but you can use this to shoot the water out of your device. Now, if you see this in real time, you know, it's gonna like spurt out once and it's done. But there is something, I don't know, there is something to this feature. I don't know what it is, but it's actually pretty smart. Now, if there's one thing that we can pretty much universally agree on for the Apple Watch, it's that it probably doesn't last long enough. Like even on the most recent Apple Watches, I can maybe go 2 days at the very most. So many of my friends don't even wear their watches anymore, looking at you, Katie, because you know their watches are always dead. And I get it, like it is an extra thing to think about, but I got an incentive for you to charge your watch every single night because Apple has a feature where when you charge it and then turn it sideways, it goes into nightstand mode, which is phenomenal. It shows you the time and it even responds to subtle vibrations. So I've noticed like walking over to my bed in the morning or even waking up and like slapping my desk or my nightstand, it will activate the watch's nightstand mode. So if you're super groggy and tired, there's no accuracy or precision required to just view the time. It's great, and I think the design is just perfect. Now jumping back into some controversy on the Apple Watch, what do we think of the home screen? Are we fans of it? Do we think it's weird? I think the honeycomb looks brilliant in marketing images, but I do have I have some questions about the overall usability. So a few years back, I think, Apple actually added a new way to interact with apps that is arguably just as difficult to use, but it's just simpler. It's a list view on the Apple Watch. So instead of, you know, searching, playing Blue's Clues out here with your apps, you can just find them super simply, and it's phenomenal. Like again, I've used that word twice now. I think that this is just way better. It takes longer to get to some stuff, but on your eyes and on your fingers, it's just fundamentally an improvement. And maybe you want to improve your Apple Watch's security as well. Obviously, we all love the 4-pin passcode. Shout out to everybody, an OG iPhone user that remembers when 4-digit passcodes were also the standard, the gold standard on the iPhone. It's 4 on the Apple Watch, but there is a way for added security. Like a lot of you probably are like, why did Apple switch to 6 when it was 4 for so long? Turns out that when you add just 2 numbers, there's like a gajillion more challenges like to hack the passcode because there's so many more different numeral combinations. Something else that fundamentally changed my life on the Apple Watch was the ability to tweak my move goal. Obviously, when you set up your watch and go into the activity app for the very first time, your inaugural voyage, it asks you how active you are. And I'm not gonna lie, I've gone downhill more in the last year than I ever have in my entire life. So now you can set it to literally whatever, and you can 100% that goal every single day. Another pain point that I had for such a long time on the watch is what is up with these default responses. If I actually talked to anybody in my life that was like, oh hey, yeah, what is up, my friend? Like these canned responses for messages are so painful. And somebody always asks me if I'm on a watch list of some kind when I start replying with the default watch replies. I never am. It's just because they're so robotic. Guys, you can change these to anything. If you say ye instead of yes like I do, I can throw ye's in here. And closing out this video, there's a way to clear all your notifications in Notification Center. This is an easy one. I feel like most of you know about it, but what you can do is just scroll all the way up to the top of your Notification Center, or if you have an old Apple Watch with Force Touch, you can like use the pressure sensitive display to tap and hold and clear everything. But these are my tips and tricks for the Apple Watch. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you learned something new. If you did, drop a like down below, hit subscribe for more, and I'll catch all of you in my next video.